Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a text box to put some text into our document. Now this is very different from word processing, because in word processing, like Microsoft Word, or if you remember programs like Word Perfect or Word Star, you would simply start typing and the word processing program would simply figure out where to start placing that text on your document. A desktop publishing program makes no decisions. You have to make all the decisions. So I'm going to create a text box, and the first thing I'm going to do is click on the type tool, which is the letter T in the toolbar, which very similar to what we had in Illustrator and Photoshop. You will notice that some items have a little triangle down at the bottom of it, of the box, which means you can click and hold, and there's additional tools in that particular area. So what we're going to do with this first box is we're going to use the regular typing tool. So it's selected. I'm going to come over to this third column, kind of click, and I'm going to drag down maybe about a third of the way on the page. We'll come back and make some changes later on. And I'm going to type in the words Troy, you probably already guessed it, University. Now we need to make some changes to our text Troy University. So the first thing I'm going to do is basically I'm going to do a Command A for select all, or I can come up to edit at the very top and drag down to select all. So all my text inside this box is selected. Now that the text is selected and I'm on the character menu, there is something called paragraph or character. I can click on align center. That brings my text into the center frame. We're going to use a font. We're not going to use the font that we defaulted to. We're going to use a font that is called Nova Reese. And although it starts with ITC Nova Reese, it's kind of filed under the ends. And I'll use the bold version of Nova Reese. Well, how's that look? It's kind of small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a keyboard command, which is going to be Shift, Command, and the right-facing bracket. In fact, let me pull this up so we can look at the keyboard. We know that this is the Shift key. We know that this is the Command key with a thing that looks like a, I don't know, a fly swatter on it. Some of them have the letter of an apple on it. And this is that right-facing bracket, is this particular key. So we're going to press all three of these keys together. Actually, I'm going to press the Shift and the Command and hold them down, then tap that right bracket key. So let's do the Shift, Command, right bracket. Notice each time I tap that right bracket, my letters Troy University are getting larger. Whoops, that's too large. I'm going to press the left facing bracket, which is right next to the right facing bracket. And once I do that, I have basically filled up all the space that I can in that particular column with the words Troy University.